Welcome to the Quaker State video guide for quick lube owners and operators. Over the next several minutes, you'll discover and learn various tips, techniques, and tricks of the trade that will help your business stay profitable year after year. We know how hard it is to find good employees and how vital they are to your business. Whether you own or manage a quick lube, your employees are one of your most important assets. The first step in building a good employee roster is knowing what you're looking for. Before you hire a new employee, establish a job description in writing. Once you know what characteristics you're looking for, the search for a qualified employee will become a lot easier. The next step naturally is prospecting. This can mean everything from placing newspaper ads to hanging signs in your facility. Have your current employees be on the lookout for new ones. Sign up for job search programs. Use public bulletin boards and get referrals from professional and social organizations in your area. Networking is one of the most effective forms of prospecting. Hand out business cards to anyone you meet who might be performing exceptionally well at their current job in a restaurant, car wash, or hardware store. Stay on the lookout at all times. After you've prospected the employment pool, you need to qualify the applicants who respond. Even once you've filled every available position, it's important to understand how to effectively qualify applicants, since turnover may leave you scrambling to fill a spot down the road. Check your applicant's ability to follow directions. Do they complete your application correctly? Are there gaps in their job history? Do they have prior relevant experience? When it's time for the interview, start by trying to put the applicant at ease. You never want to ask any questions that leave only yes or no answers as options. Asking open-ended questions instead gives you an opportunity to check communication skills. Do they make eye contact? Are they nervous? This is your chance to observe the applicant's personality and attitude. Are they concerned about good work habits, being timely? Are they goal-oriented? Do they have a desire to learn and improve themselves? Be careful not to ask any personal questions such as marital status, political or religious affiliation, for example. You may not want to ask any questions that can be answered on the application. This is the time to learn new information about the applicant. This is also the time for you to explain the requirements for the position they are seeking. Give them a clear job description, your full expectations, work hours, company policies, pay scale, benefits, and any special requirements like drug testing, background checks, and having a current driver's license. Once you've completed the interview, it's time to extend an employment offer to the most qualified candidate. Now that you've hired a new addition to your staff, it's time for orientation. Introduce your new recruit to all employees, assign uniforms, tour the facility, and point out safety equipment and working procedures, including your store hours and time clock requirements. Employees should be familiar with the entire operation, regardless of their job. This is also the time to give your employee a written job description and have them sign it and give them a copy. This not only spells out their role so there are no confusion about expectations, it also protects you should you have to terminate the employee. This may be a part of a collection of documents you'd like an employee read and sign, called the Employee Handbook. Whatever type of handbook you put together, it should be constantly updated, reviewed, and signed by all your employees, then put in their employment file for future reference. After orientation, it's time for training and setting goals with your new employee. Okay, now it's time to put your new employee to work, but you don't want to put them on the job without setting goals for them. This has several key benefits. By giving your employees milestones to achieve, you make results measurable and attainable. Even if your goals are team-oriented, attaining them improves overall employee performance and morale, which makes everyone happier. It also decreases turnover. These first few days are critical, so make sure you communicate that you're happy to have the employee there. To help your staff reach their goals, it's important to provide structured training. Use written procedures such as how to greet a customer with a greeter script. Know your employees' strengths and weaknesses so you can reinforce good performance and correct mistakes accordingly. Use a checklist when training to ensure that all employees receive the same training. And make sure you let them in on your business's bigger picture so they can create the image you're looking for. It's important that your employees see themselves as a vital part of your business. To help kickstart your program, we created a training tape specifically for your greeters, technicians, and service writers. Viewing this training tape will serve as a solid foundation for your employees to take their performance to the next level. Speaking of performance, Regular performance reviews are a very important part of employee communication. They allow you and your employees to understand each other's expectations, how well they are being met, and decide what new direction, if any, needs to be taken. Good news or bad news, the employee always feels better knowing where he stands. There are 4 basic areas you want to cover. 1. Measure results against the goals you established and keep your employee informed of progress, or develop requirements for improvement. 2. Recognize achievements and reward or praise good performance. 3. Develop new goals, reaffirm established goals, set action steps for progress, and develop a measurable plan. 4. Follow-up. Schedule follow-up reviews as required. If a follow-up review is continually postponed, the whole process loses its impact, and the employee puts performance low on the priority list. If you don't care, neither will they. Motivation is the cornerstone to employee success. In between performance reviews, it's important to reward behavior you'd like to see repeated, and you alone are responsible for getting the most out of your people. The formula is simple. Raise their positive image and you get increased performance. Lower it and you get decreased performance. Be positive and encouraging. Focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. Lead by example. Listen to employee feedback to show what they have to say matters. And finally, be the best you can be. If you're committed to excellence, they will be too. Beyond your behavior, you can offer incentives that motivate too. Performance-based compensation with incentive plans for individual improvement is one. Another is a pooled bonus based on overall volume and efficiencies. This also fosters team building. And don't underestimate the positive impact other benefits have on your employees, like medical packages, employee discounts, vacations, perks, and giveaways. But it's not all about money and benefits. Sometimes it's the little things, the pat on the back or buying lunch for the crew. That goes the longest. Now that we've covered motivation and praise, it's time to discuss the unpleasant matter of employee discipline. This is often the most difficult task for a manager. You must offer constructive criticism without causing alienation. Here are some simple things to keep in mind. 1. Do not get emotional. You shouldn't wait until the issue is so great that you find yourself attacking the employee on some vicious level. Correct the problem right when it happens and discipline the employee calmly, but not in front of a customer. Anger is rarely constructive and may do more damage than good. 2. Hold all employees to the same standard and make sure your criticism is justified. 3. To the extent possible, always discipline employees in private and not in front of their coworkers. No need to air your dirty laundry or to add embarrassment to an already unpleasant experience. 4. Be precise, positive, and focus on what can be done to fix the situation. No need to harbor on the bad. Outline what steps can be taken to ensure this never happens again. 5. Finish your discipline with encouragement. Let them know you expect success and have faith in their ability to correct the situation and change things for the better. This helps them build back their confidence. 6. Use progressive discipline. By increasing the severity of the penalties each time, the employee knows that the next offense will cost more. This serves as an excellent deterrent too. Sometimes constructive criticism and proper discipline isn't enough, and the time comes to terminate an employee. When this happens, you want to make sure you get back all company property, like keys and uniforms. Remember, as a manager, you should always control your emotions no matter how severe the situation. But when you must terminate one of your staff, be prepared for the employee to react with shock, anger, or even tears. Just try to be objective by dealing with only the facts, and you should be fine. Remember to document the disciplinary history as well as the termination process to reduce the possibility of legal complications. When it comes to building a relationship with your employees, you can boil it all down to one simple idea: better communication. With good listening skills and by clearly identifying your objectives, you'll be a great manager of people and your business will flourish. Employee turnover can take a tremendous toll on your business. You want to make sure you take good care of your employees once you find them. After all, these are the people taking care of your customers. A safe work environment is critical for a successful lube center operation. Accidents are bad for business, and they can be avoided with proper attention. The biggest cause of accidents in the workplace is carelessness. Not paying attention to what you're doing or not following proper procedure can lead to disaster. But what's proper procedure? The following are suggestions for your staff to follow. However, you may have other procedures and regulations you'd like to include for a safe workplace. First of all, it's important to have employees wear proper fitting uniforms. Loose or baggy clothing is dangerous when working around automobiles and service equipment. A spinning part can easily snag loose clothing and pull the employee down, resulting in serious injury. Jewelry is another no-no around cars and service centers. A ring or a wristwatch could hit an electrical connection and cause a short that would result in a serious burn. It's also a good idea for employees to wear good quality shoes that cover the foot completely and have non-slip soles to keep from having a serious fall. Other items you may want to include in the safe wardrobe include safety glasses, gloves, burn sleeves, hard hats, and filter grippers. What you wear is only half the safety battle. What you do is equally important. Paying attention and being smart will prevent accidents and injury almost every time. If you have a pit, utilize bay covers whenever possible. The pit can be dangerous. Your customers or employees can take a serious fall in an open pit. Bay covers should stay on until the vehicle is in place. Only then are they pulled out of the way so the technicians have access to the undercarriage of the car. It's better not to allow your customers to drive into the bay themselves. Instead, have the upper bay technician guide another employee who is driving the customer's vehicle into the bay. This is when they would put the automatic transmission in park or put the manual transmission in neutral and set the safety brake, and immediately turn off the engine to keep carbon monoxide from building up. Your customer should be directed to the waiting area. It's not safe for customers to stand in the bay area and watch while services are being performed. Even though your customers are out of harm's way and your employees are wearing proper gear and staying alert, it's important to follow certain safety protocol that prevents poor communication and possible accidents. If your lube center has upper and lower bays, we recommend use of the ecosystem for every service where appropriate. Simply put, the ecosystem is a two-way communication system in which technicians repeat one another's commands as they perform the service work.
Clear to drain bay 2. Clear to drain bay 2.
This way, there is no question about what each employee is doing. The ecosystem is proven as both a safety measure and a quality assurance tool. Safety comes in all shapes and sizes. One of the biggest threats to an oil change facility, or any business for that matter, is fire. And the biggest fire threat to a lube center is the oily shop towel. It's hard to imagine your business without them, but all oily towels should be kept in a covered metal container when not being used. Make sure all employees know the location of the fire extinguisher and how to use it. First, you must firmly press the puncture lever or pull pin to activate. For small fires, direct the stream at the base of the flames. For larger fires, a quick wrist action to rapidly swing the fire extinguisher from side to side and cover the surface of the fire works best. If there's an equipment malfunction like an oil or air hose rupture, it's important that your employees know the location of the main emergency cutoff, including the electrical supply and air compressor. Each of the switches, shutoff valves, and electrical breakers should be marked and have simple instructions on how to use them posted nearby. All employees should be shown how to operate these safety devices, because the sooner the malfunction is dealt with, the quicker you reduce the risk of serious injury. Part of dealing with any emergency is having a response plan. So in the event of a major fire, earthquake, or any other emergency, all your employees will know what to do and what evacuation routes to take. Keep your business safe and you'll keep your business running. It's that simple. Quaker State. You know the name. Now get to know one of America's most recognized brands better. One of the true powers of the motor oil industry, Quaker State, has helped lead and define the market for decades. It is a name that consumers have trusted for over 100 years, one that represents a history of quality, high technology, and outstanding protection. From NASCAR's victory lane to Main Street USA, Quaker State has become synonymous with customer satisfaction. We were the first major oil supplier to introduce a line of products in clear bottles, first to create specific oils for different types of vehicles, and we were the first to offer a DIFM warranty program. For these reasons and many more, you can trust the quality found in every Quaker State bottle. So how can Quaker State help you maximize car counts and build repeat business? First, it might help you to understand what drivers are looking for in a motor oil. Based on years of market research, we discovered that different vehicles have different needs, and drivers are looking for products appropriate to their driving conditions and style. That's why we introduced an entire line of motor oils, each specially formulated to meet the specific needs of different engines. Quaker State Peak Performance is conventional mineral-based oil. It is formulated to reduce friction for cars in their prime. Quaker State Higher Mileage Engine is specifically formulated for cars with over 75,000 miles. It contains additives for older engines that help reduce friction, condition seals, and prevent leaks. Quaker State makes synthetic blend motor oils that are a combination of conventional and synthetic base oils. These offer better flow properties than conventional oils. Their synthetic components deliver better low and high temperature performance. Quaker State 4x4 and SUV synthetic blend is specially formulated to reduce friction and protect against the engine stress under heavy loads. Quaker State High Horsepower Synthetic Blend is formulated to reduce friction under high heat and high RPMs in cars with over 200 horsepower. Quaker State Advanced Engine Full Synthetic is the best motor oil Quaker State offers. Its synthetic base has high and low temperature properties, which offer superior heat and temperature stability compared to conventional oils. It is specially formulated for technologically advanced engines like those found in super high performance and luxury cars that require ultimate performance. These motor oils were made for what people drive and how they drive in today's world. The idea is to provide customers with the right oil for the right engine. It's technology that not only makes sense, but can also make a difference on your bottom line. Customers are seeking specific products to match their vehicle type, like some of our higher ticket specialty oils, which means you'll maximize profits by simply upselling your customers to the appropriate Quaker State specialty motor oil. Offering specialty oil like Quaker State 4x4 and SUV for those driving up in a truck, SUV, or minivan improves your profit margin easily and with little extra effort on the part of you or your employees. Experience shows that the typical lube center can expect over 100% increase in gross profit when customers purchase a synthetic blend oil change instead of a conventional oil. Here's the details. A conventional oil change that sells for $25 will generate $14.70 in gross profit, with $10.30 in materials and labor costs. A synthetic blend oil change typically sells for $10 more than a conventional oil change, or $35. In this example, the synthetic blend oil change would generate $21.90 in gross profit, with $13.10 in materials and labor costs. This is a net increase in gross profit of $7.20 for every synthetic blend oil change sold. Labor costs are the same, but profit potential is greatly increased by trading customers to a synthetic blend oil change from a conventional oil change. Potential profit increases are even greater when customers purchase full synthetic oil changes. With an increase of 10 specialty oil changes per day, your lube center could realize $26,280 in incremental gross profit over 1 year, or $131,400 in gross profit over a 5-year period. At Quaker State, we're not just interested in growing your new customer base, although that never hurts. We also want to help you build repeat business and customer loyalty for years to come. This means proper customer interaction is a key. It's important that the whole customer service experience is a pleasant, satisfying one. To this end, there are several key ways and places to communicate your message. There are 8 main opportunities and locations in your facility where you can interact with customers and merchandise your services. First is the site approach. This means your service center is clean, well lit, and has adequate direction signs. This gives your facility a first-class professional look. Second is the greeting. You know what they say about first impressions? They're the most important. So you want to make sure your employees make a good one, because customers will remember it. Greet your customers within 10 seconds of their arrival. Use the Quaker State greeter scripts and deliver your message with a smile on your face. Make it more personal by making eye contact with your customer and identify yourself by name. And finally, be courteous. Make a point of opening car doors and the lounge doors too. Third is the service presentation. This involves knowing what customers need and informing them of their choices. The Quaker State Right Sell program provides your greeters with the information they need to deliver the Quaker State segmentation message to your customers in a way that will help you sell more motor oil. The program also has informative consumer pamphlets. In addition, each Quaker State promotion comes with a greeter script, which can be used to help your customers identify the right oil for their particular vehicle. Fourth comes the waiting room experience. A variety of current relevant magazines and a fresh pot of coffee, along with a friendly, clean waiting area, greatly add to your customer's satisfaction with his or her oil change experience. This is also the ideal location for consumer information, including the right sell brochures and warranty program. Keep the Quaker State waiting room video running on a loop, and your customers will always have something interesting to look at while they wait. Number 5 is the technical consultation. Now is the time you should show your customer the air filter and recommend ancillary products and services where appropriate. The Quaker State filter poster and consumer pamphlet can be useful tools to help in the selling process. Sixth is the service review and closing. This is when you review with your customers exactly what services were performed. Answer any questions they have concerning the condition of their car in terms they can understand. Offer them a recommended service list for their next visit and when they should come in. And make sure you call your customers by their name. They'll appreciate it. The closing is also a good opportunity to tell your customers about the Quaker State 250,000-mile 10-year lubrication limited warranty program. We're pretty confident our products alone will keep your customers coming back, but we're stacking the deck for you to make sure your business stays strong all year long. With the Quaker State Lubrication Limited Warranty, you can give your customers added peace of mind, free of charge. It's a bold promise. A warranty against lubrication-related failures for 10 years or 250,000 miles. Any vehicle with less than 36,000 miles or manufactured in the past 48 months is eligible, and the warranty is transferable until the car has 75,000 miles. Point 7 is the departure. This is literally when the customers get their keys back. Thank them again by name for a personal touch. Make sure their vehicle is in better shape than when they brought it in, and that there is clear signage directing their exit. Quaker State offers a variety of materials to help make the customer departure more special, including branded litter bags, static oil change reminder stickers, and floor mats. A strong finish makes for a completely satisfying visit. And finally, interaction number 8 is the extended experience. This means contacting customers after they have left your facility and keeping them up to date on new and existing programs as well as upcoming service. They should feel like you are concerned and keeping track of the health of their cars, but not overwhelmed by direct mail. The Quaker State One-to-One program is specially designed to do just this. It's a business-building initiative that fosters customer loyalty through pre-programmed mailings with lubrication reminder cards, as well as the Quaker State warranty and roadside assistance programs. Ask your Quaker State sales representative for more details about how the One-to-One program can work for you. We hope this video has helped give you the tools you need to run a successful Quick Lube operation. With Quaker State on your side, you're sure to enjoy a profitable and satisfying business, year in and year out. Quaker State, the power to reduce friction.